Just finished loading up the truck. Gonna head back to the Barrens again, but this time we're gonna go a lot deeper, and I think we're gonna stay a couple nights. We're also gonna try out some of the ideas that people commented on the previous video we just did, such as using candles to heat our shelter. That was a pretty interesting one. I can't remember who exactly commented that, but we got a few candles with us. Might bring a thermometer too and do a little experiment and see if that actually heats a shelter. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to replace a stove and a hot tent, but worth a try. We'll see how it goes. Just hiking our way in now. Going a different way than we went last time. Definitely more snow to deal with than last time, but should make building a shelter easier, so that's a plus. Definitely starting out cold like it did last time we went in. It's supposed to get nicer today. Should make the snow nice and packy. Easy to work with.
High snow. High snow, high snow, high snow.
Hi ho. Ooh.
Ah, there's a spider! There's a spider! There's a spider! I lost my snowshoe. Oh, it flung out at me and everything. Listen, it was a surprise.
Scary spiders.
It's winter. There shouldn't be a spider. First step, inspect the tree for spiders. Second step, peel the bark. Then lean back just in case there is a secret spider. That's there to attack you.
That's probably good.
Spiderless.
Supplies for later. I'm gonna put it in my backpack.
It fits.
Perfect.
When will the spiders be gone?
Might go for a swim here.
Huh?
Might go for a swim here.
I think so.
Whoa! Told you. That was fun. Go to your left. Oh, be careful. Make it quick. You're probably lighter than me.
I don't want to! I don't like it!
Constant soakers back here. Fun stuff. Makes for an exciting time. Oh no. Oh no. There's like a foot of loose, fluffy snow and a crust that you just sink through constantly. It's not making for easy travel. Sun's peeking out a little bit. Kind of a nice view from up here. Looking for a campsite. A few options, nothing too great. It's either lacking firewood or not great for the wind right now, which you can hear, I'm sure. Like a lot more work than the tarp setup I did in the last video. Oh, we tried another spot, but that was a bit of a failure. It was too small to do any sort of setup. Would have been ideal because it was in a little valley with a couple rocks and would have blocked the wind just perfect, but yeah, we would have had to cut down a few trees to make it work, so we just skipped that spot and started working on this one. Time to set up the sleeping situation. Set it up pretty nice and small this time. Should be easier to keep warm at least. When I'm doing winter camping, I don't have any crazy sleeping bag. I just have a couple cheaper bags and one fairly nice quilt. And I just kind of fit them inside of each other with a crappy bag, normal square bag over top of everything. And that's also a synthetic bag, so I'm not too worried about that getting wet. Down doesn't like to get wet. Castle's got a good start on firewood. Makes my job easier. Regretting not putting my snowshoes on. So we ended up setting up camp kind of on the edge of the conservation reserve. Gives us options for firewood. Since we're on private property, technically we can do whatever we want with firewood, really. But then tomorrow we can go hiking around the reserve, or if we have time later today, which I kind of doubt we will. Beauty sunset. Starting to think we weren't going to get a sunset, but it's turning out all right. Well, it's starting to get dark. A little bit earlier than we usually like to start up a fire, but Castle wanted to show me her fire starting skills.
Oh, what?
So she's going to get the fire going tonight. She can do it. Where's your lighter?
Love it.
You didn't bring a lighter? I don't have a lighter. Oh, so much warmer already. Is that enough snow? Do you ever wake up in the morning and think, I've never wanted a coffee so bad? Is that every morning? You might have a problem. But so do I. So it's okay. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Will it taste like fire?
Probably.
It might taste like fire.
Fire coffee, new branding.
Yeah.
Forrest Horton's got it going on.
So we had to melt some snow in the fire last night, and now it tastes like firewood. But it's interesting. Maybe it'll catch on. Castle prefers tea in the morning. You know what they say about tea drinkers.
They have a better quality of life? Quality of life?
Quality of life. I like the 2-pot method when I'm going with somebody else. Just a little solo pot inside of a slightly bigger pot. Lets you cook a meal for 2 people at once, just using 1 pot. And then you just divvy it up into the other pot, and you're on your way. We also have a couple cups that nest inside the pots and everything, making for a nice little minimalist setup. We're just going to head out on a hike, explore the reserve a little bit. Castle hasn't been around it too much. She just slipped and fell going down the hill. So we'll see what we find. I know I've been back in the area, and sometimes there's some open water and little waterfalls and stuff like that to check out. But I don't know if we'll get that far or not. Trees everywhere. Nope. Nope.
Oh no.
That one.
It's popping it.
Yep. Wolf or coyote, probably.
Coyotes are just small.
I don't think you're gonna push it over, babe.
Gotta get connected to nature.
Huge distance on these leaves. Could be 10 feet between them. It's a jumper. See two massive beaver dams down there. They're gonna be like 40, 50 feet across. That's crazy. Probably like 4 feet high, 6 feet high, something like that. Pretty nice cliff up here. We're on the trail. Cool. Got kind of bored, decided to crawl into the tarp and hang out. Got all cozy, lit some candles, set the mood. Also got them drying out my socks, so not that much of a mood, but yeah, should stink like sweaty socks soon, hopefully. Spotted a woodpecker. There he goes. Candles didn't do the greatest job drying out the socks. Super fun to put some wet socks back on and go into my cold boots after we got out of the tarp. But can't wait to have a nice fire tonight, get them dried out, just do it the way I've always done it. Another hour and a half and then we can start a fire. Can't wait. Got bored enough that I just decided to do a bunch of firewood prep. Can you tell I'm excited to have a fire? I like to kind of lay it out in a neat way in my various sizes that I'm going to need to get a fire going. Birch bark to start it, and then I got a little bit of pine bark to throw on and some twigs, and then a little bit bigger size of pine. My go-to is always pine branches that the bark's peeled off of. I always find that's like the best for starting a fire. And a lot of times it's really dry too because it's got shelter from the branches above on the tree. But ideally just find stuff that's on the ground, like laying around, so you're not taking all the branches off of a tree. Woo! I'm ready for some toasty feet. So hot. Oh my god. It's the only way I can keep this from burning my face. Works pretty good though. That's working a lot faster than the candle did. Cooking my feet though. Woo. So we learned our lesson from last night. We were using the fire to melt snow, but we left the lid off the pot and we weren't taste testing the water. We were just filling up our bottles with it slowly as it melted. And then all day we've been enduring smoke flavored water, which isn't delicious. I wouldn't recommend it. The only thing it goes good with is the coffee that we've come across so far. It doesn't taste that bad with coffee, but everything else is terrible. Unless you like smoke flavored water, I'd suggest keeping the lid on your pot when you're melting snow with it on the fire. Fire got it most of the way there. Just need to finish boiling it with the stove. Should have camped closer to here on the weekend. It's a lot of deer prints. Might have seen some more action. Not far from camp too. Just taking our way out now. Got up before the sun was even up and started hiking out because somebody had to work. But oh well. Hoping for an epic sunrise, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. We're almost out and the sun's still behind the clouds. Anyways, oh, it was a good adventure. Now get out there for some adventures of your own. They're waiting for you.